Though I'm going out to fight tomorrow, I will not drink that toast. And I advise other officers not to drink it either.
Captain Sturgianski.
He's the bastard who got my toes frostbitten.
Colonel Talbin, do you approve this toast?
No, I don't.
Well then, allow me to propose another toast.
No, Colonel, please do let me do so.
No, let me. Yelena Talberg, coupled with the health of your esteemed husband, who's been obliged to go to Berlin.
Well said, Larry, and I couldn't have said better myself.
Do forgive me, Yelena, I'm not a military man. I don't know.
Sincere. Come, sit beside me.
Yelena. Oh, my God, I spilt red wine.
It doesn't matter, Larry. We'll just sprinkle some...
This hetman of yours!
Dare you!
Just a moment, gentlemen! What is happening here? Are we being made fools of, or what? If instead of putting on this absurd comedy of Ukrainization, your hetman had begun forming officers' volunteer detachments in time, you wouldn't have seen hide nor hair of Petlura in Ukraine. And not only that, we'd have swatted those Bolsheviks in Moscow like flies. And now would have been the time to do it, by all accounts. I hear they're eating cats in Moscow. Your hetman could have saved Russia.
The Germans would not have allowed him to form an army because they were afraid of it.
I beg to differ. We should have made it clear to the Germans that we were no threat to them. It's all over. We've lost the war. What faces us now is something more terrible than the war or the Germans. Something more terrible than anything else in the world. The Bolsheviks. We should have said to the Germans, what do you need? Do you want wheat? Sugar? Go on, take it. Stuff yourselves with it till you burst. Only help us. Help us to make sure that our peasants don't catch the Moscow disease. But by now it's too late. By now our officers have degenerated into barflies. An army of barroom sponges. Just try getting one of them to fight now. Like hell he'll fight. His pockets are stuffed with black market foreign currency. He spends all day sitting in a cafe on the Kreshatik surrounded by a parasitic horde of guards officers with cushy jobs at headquarters. And then one fine day, they give Colonel Turbine an artillery regiment. Panic, rush, hurry, form a unit from scratch. Petlura's coming. Oh, splendid. I give you my word of honor that when I saw my recruits yesterday, for the first time in my life, my heart sank into my boots.
Alyosha, you are my favorite commanding officer. You are a soldier and a gunner to your fingertips. And I say to you, here's to you, old chap.
My heart sank, because for every 100 officer cadets, I'd been given 120 students who didn't know one end of a rifle from the other. And yesterday on the parade ground, it was snowing. There was fog in the distance. And I had a sudden feeling, you know, that I was going to a funeral.
Alyosha, why do you say such dreadful, gloomy things? Oh, please stop.
Yes, don't worry, Colonel. We will never give in.
The fact is, as I sit here amongst you all, I'm obsessed by one thought. God, if only we could have foreseen all this earlier. Do you know what this Petlura is? He's a myth, a black fog. He doesn't exist. Look out the window, see what's there. Shadows, snowstorm, that's all. There are only two real forces in Russia, gentlemen. The Bolsheviks and us. And these two forces will clash before long. I see even blacker times ahead. I see. Well, no matter. We shan't stop Petlura, but he won't stay for long. And after him, the Bolsheviks will come. And that's why I'm ready to fight. Against my will, but I'm ready. Because when we come face to face with them, then we shall see some fun. Either we shall bury them, or more likely they will bury us. I drink to that meeting, gentlemen.
Urgent meetings, pledges, speeches, whole world is upside down.
Well done, Larry.
Urgent meetings, pledges, speeches, all
upside down. Urgent meetings, pledges, speeches, all the world is upside down.
Sid, what's the matter?
What is it, Larry? What's upset you, eh?
I'm frightened.
Frightened? What are you frightened of, hmm?
The Bolsheviks?
We'll show them.
Victor, what are you doing?
I'm going to shoot Commissar! All right, which of you is a Commissar? That Mauser is loaded. Yes!
Down this minute,
Someone
Captain.
please take it away from me.
Lad, sit down this minute. No, this is my fault, gentlemen.
I seem to have fallen among Bolsheviks. Well, that's delightful. Let's drink a toast, shall we, gentlemen? To the commissars! They're such charming people!
Victor, you're not to drink anymore.
Oh, shut up, Madam Commissar!
Gentlemen, this is my fault. Now, please, forget what I said just now. It's just, my nerves are in pieces.
No, Colonel. Believe me, we understand you and agree with every word you said. We shall defend the Russian Empire forever.
Long live Russia!
Now just let me speak, gentlemen, please. You all misunderstand me. In any case, the hetman is doing what you suggest. When we have kicked out Petlura, and the Allies have helped us to smash the Bolsheviks, then the hetman will lay the Ukraine at the feet of His Imperial Majesty, Tsar Nicholas II.
What, Tsar? He says I'm far gone.
The Tsar is
No,
dead.
the news of His Imperial Majesty's death was
Is
invented.
slightly exaggerated.
Let me finish what he's saying.
Was invented by the Bolsheviks. Do you know what happened at the court of Kaiser Wilhelm II when the hetman's staff was presented to him? The Kaiser said, and as for the future, it will be discussed with you by. And at that moment, the curtains parted and the Tsar walked into the room. He said, gentlemen, go back to the Ukraine and form your regiments. And when the time comes, I will personally lead you to the heart of Russia, to Moscow. And then he burst into tears.
Oh, God!
But he was killed.
Stravinsky, is that true?
Oh, Yelena.
That's a myth, Lieutenant. I've heard that story.
Well, I don't care.
If the Tsar is dead, long live the Tsar! Hurrah! Stravinsky, the anthem.
Yes.
God save
our mighty Tsar, Father of nations, bright in his glory shines
Just look at the Russian people, Alyosha! They're just a band of thugs! Just a trades union of political assassins! I mean, look at Tsar Peter III. Now, what harm did he ever do to anybody, hmm? They all yelled, down with the war, fine. And he stopped the war. And then one of the very noblemen the Tsar had created smashes his face in with a bottle. And then there was Tsar Paul, murdered by his own courtiers. And then there was, oh God, I can't remember his name. You know, the nice Tsar with the side whiskers. Oh God. Tsar, what's his name? He says to himself, I'm going to do the peasants a good turn and free them from serfdom. Ungrateful bastards. What do? They chuck a bomb at him. Oh God, it's terrible. Oh, Alyosha, they should be beaten, the swine. I feel terrible.
Going to be sick.
He's unwell. Oh God, Alyosha! Alyosha, my favorite! Come on, oh God! Ah!
I'll go and see what's the matter with him.
bother, Yelena.
Oh, God, did they have to behave like this? It's chaotic. Oh, look, Larry Isaacs still here.
Don't wake him up.
I've drunk myself, thanks to you. Oh, God, I can't even walk straight.
Come on. Come and sit over here. Oh, God.
What's going to become of us, Shavinsky? How's all this going to end?
Blessed time.
Yes, too. I had a nightmare last night. Everything round us is going from bad to worse.
We're going to be all right, Yelena. You mustn't believe in bad dreams.
No, no. My dream was prophetic. I dreamt we were all sailing to America, sitting in the hold of a ship, and this storm blew up. There was a very rough sea and a very cold wind, and because we were sitting in the hold, the water started to come up to our ankles, so we clambered onto these bunks when suddenly there were these rats everywhere. Huge, repulsive rats. It was so awful that I woke up.
You know something, Yelena? He's not going to come back.
Who?
Your husband.
You're not supposed to say that. Anyway, what business is it of yours whether he comes back or not?
It's very much my business. I love you.
Do you expect me to believe
No,
that?
it's true. For God's sake, I love you.
Well, then, you'll have to love me in silence.
I won't. It's too boring.
Wait a minute. What made you start talking about my husband just then?
Because he's like a rat.
You, Leonard, are like a pig. To start with, he doesn't look a bit like a
Oh,
rat.
yes, he does, with that pince nez and his long, sharp nose.
Charming. To slander an absent man in front of his wife?
You are completely the wrong person to be his wife.
What do you mean by that?
Well, just look at yourself in the mirror. You're beautiful, intelligent, emancipated, as they say, altogether a magnificent woman. You're a splendid accompanist on the piano.
Oh,
Compared with you, he's nothing but a dummy, a careerist, a general staff pin pusher.
brave boy, now that his back's turned.
I've been meaning to say that to his face for some time. I would have said it, and I would have challenged him to a duel. You're not happy with him.
Is there anyone I could be happy with?
With me.
Oh, no. No, you won't do.
Why not?
Well, what's good about you?
Take a good look, and you'll see for yourself.
A pair of rather gaudy aide-de-camp's tassels. A face like a pretty cherub and a voice. That's all.
Now, why do you say that? It's really too bad. Everyone says the same thing. Either Stravinsky, the opera singer, or Stravinsky, the aide-de-camp, but no one ever thinks of Stravinsky as a human being with a soul. Stravinsky lives like a dog without a kennel. Stravinsky hath not where to lay his head.
Oh, Casanova, don't think I don't know your tricks. I bet you give the same sob story to all your women, including that long, thin one with the mouth.
She's not long and thin. She's a mezzo-soprano. I swear to you, Yelena, I never said anything of the kind to her, and I never shall. That was most unkind. Most unkind, Liena.
You may not call me Liena.
All right, that was very unkind, Yelena Vasilievna. You're completely insensitive to my feelings.
The trouble is, I happen to like you very much.
Ah, you like me, and you don't love your husband.
No, I do love him.
No, don't lie, Liena. A woman who loves her husband doesn't have that look in her eyes. I know women's eyes. They tell you everything.
I grant you've had plenty of experience.
How could he run away like that?
You would have done the same given a chance.
Never. It was shameful. Admit you don't love him.
All right. I don't love him. And I don't respect him. I do not respect him. But that doesn't give you the right to jump to conclusions. Please take your hats.
Then why did you kiss me that time?
Liar. I never kissed you.
Me? A liar. What about that time at the piano when I was singing All-Powerful God? We were on our own. And I can remember the date. It was November the 8th. We were on our own and you kissed me. On the lips.
Well, I kissed you because of your voice, do you see? It was a friendly kiss because you have a remarkable voice, that's all.
Is that really all?
Oh, God, this is a nightmare, I swear it. All these dirty plates, everyone drunk. My husband's left me. This light's awfully strong.
Wait. I'll switch it on. Is it better, Liena? Listen to me very carefully. I love you. I want you to leave your husband and marry me.
You slide up like a snake. You're like a snake.
Why am I like a snake?
Because you lead me into temptation, but it won't do you any good, I warn you. It won't get you anywhere. Whatever his faults, I am not going to ruin my life for your sake. Well, you may even turn out to be worse.
Oh, Leanne, you're so beautiful.
Please go away. I'm drunk, and you got me drunk on purpose. Well, Leonard, everything round us is falling apart. Our whole life is collapsing.
Oh, it's all right. Everything will be all right. I'm not going to abandon you at a time like this. I'm going to stay beside you.
Please let me go. I'm afraid I might disgrace the name of Talberg.
Will you leave your husband and marry me? Will you divorce him?
But
Stop kissing, or I shall be sick.
oh, my God, please let me go.
Young man, you haven't seen anything.
No, I saw everything.
God, you're still plastered.
Wait and hear what my mother has to say to you when I die. I told you, I'm not a military man. I shouldn't drink so much vodka.
Oh, God. Christ. Oh, you really have overdone it, haven't you? Come on. That's it. Come on. Here we go.
It's me, Franco! I'm just connecting up to the network again. Headquarters Cavalry Division here. You don't understand. Listen, you're supposed to speak Ukrainian like the rest of us.
Right.
It's me, I tell you. I'm calling from Cavalry Division Headquarters.
What's this?
Connecting to the network.
We captured a deserter, sir.
This is Cavalry
What's
Division
your regiment?
Headquarters.
I'm asking you,
hear
what's
me?
your regiment? What in God's name do you think you're doing, man, eh? At a time when every decent Cossack has gone to fight for the Ukrainian Republic against the White Guards and communist yids, at a time when every peasant has left his farm to join the Ukrainian army, you try and sneak off home? And do you know what the hetman's officers are doing to our peasants? To say nothing of what the communists are doing. They are burying them alive in the ground. Do you hear? Well, I'm gonna have you buried too. I shall personally see to it. Captain Gallenbach. Captain Gallenbach, see the colonel. Where did you pick him up?
Behind some stacks of timber. Dirty bastard was hiding, trying to get away.
You scum. Captain, interrogate this deserter. Franco, order all regiments to report locations.
What regiment?
Stop fooling around with that telephone.
What regiment?
I'm not a deserter. Don't be hard on me, sir. I was trying to find the dressing station. My feet are frostbitten.
Oh, feet frostbitten, eh? So why haven't you got a chick from your regimental headquarters certifying you've reported sick? Hey! What regiment?
The 2nd Cossack Cavalry.
Oh, we know you Cossacks. Oh, turncoats, traitors, Bolsheviks. Go on. Take your boots off. If you're lying and your feet aren't frostbitten, I'll shoot you on the strike. Hey, you. Bring a hurricane lamp over
Oh, is that
here.
you, Grisco? You tell an orderly to collect the message, giving your locations, and bring it to our headquarters. Have you got that? Right. The location statement will be here right away, Colonel.
Good.
I promise you, if you're lying, I'll blow your head off. Move back. I don't want to shoot anyone else by mistake.
Quite right, Gallenbach. Let him be an example to others.
You, Colonel.
Yeah. Yeah, frostbitten, all right. He's telling the truth.
Why didn't you ask for a chit, you fool, instead of just wandering off like that?
There was no one to give me a chit. We haven't got a doctor in our regiment. There was no one to ask.
Put him under arrest. Take him to the dressing station under escort. When the doctor's bandaged his feet, bring him back here, give him 15 lashes just to remind him not to go wandering off from his regiment without proper documents.
Come here, you.
Over there! What's happening? Who are they? What are they doing? Where? I can't see. Who are they? What are they doing?
Hey, stop them! Stop them! Over there, past the bridge! They're running across the ice!
What's going on out
Bunch
there?
of yids, Captain. Trying to get away across the river, on the other side of the bridge.
Stand to! Mount! And move on! Keep party, take command. Mind you bring them in alive.
Franco, keep in contact.
Oh, very good, sir. I'm keeping the line open.
No, let me go. I'm only trying to earn a living. Hey, what do you want me for? I'm nobody, just a tradesman.
Got in there.
I'm sorry, comrade.
Comrade! Big comrade, who's your comrade?
Sorry, Your Honour.
No, not your honour either. Bring them round the shops.
Oh!
Now, do you see there aren't any your honours round here? All the white officers are in the city with the hetman. And we're going to rip their guts out, see? Shine the light on him. Something tells me we've got ourselves a communist here.
Hey, no, you got it wrong. I'm a cobbler, that's all.
How come you speak Russian so well?
Well, we come from the Kaluga province, sir. And I wish to God I'd never come down here to the Ukraine. I'm a cobbler.
Papers.
Passport, yes, sir, right away, sir. My passport's dead clean, as you might say.
You got in the basket. Where were you going?
My basket's full of boots, you boots, sir. We work for a shop in town, but we live this side of the Dnieper, so we take them into town ourselves.
Why are you taking them at night?
So I said they're ready for sale first thing in the morning.
Boots, eh?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. See, they're not mine. They belong to my boss.
Belong to your boss, do they?
Hey.
And very nice they are, too. He has good taste, as your boss. Right, men, you can take a piece of his boss's boots.
Oh, no. Get out. Mr. War Minister, sir. So I'm done for without them boots. I might as well lie down and die. Well, 2,000 rubles worth there, and they belong to my boss.
We'll give you a receipt.
What good's your receipt to me? Oh, sir. So, look, I'd understand if I were a bourgeois or, let's say, a Bolshevik. But they're worth 2,000 rubles. Oh! Oh, here, get out. Come on. Oh, what the hell's going on? Don't need him. Oh, my God, take them for all I care. I suppose it's all right if they're needed to supply the army. But you might let me have a pair as well, just to keep you company, like.
Hey, look what he's doing, Colonel.
You're making fun of us, you scum.
No.
How much longer are you going to crawl around getting in our way?
No.
I've put up with you for too long.
Hey,
Stand
cavalry division, they call you.
Hey, what are you doing? I haven't
Now get out of here!
Colonel! Colonel, deserters from 2 Hetmanite regiments have come to one of our headquarters, and the regimental commander is talking to them about both regiments coming over to our side.
Good news. If those regiments join us, then Kiev is ours.
Good stuff. And we've all got new boots here. Brand new boots! Honestly, here they are.
Shot a couple of the yids, and we took this one alive, Colonel.
Colonel.
Shut up.
Sir, what are you going to do to me?
We're going to do to you what we have to do to you. Why were you trying to cross the ice?
To see my grandchildren. May my eyes rot in my face if I wasn't going to see my grandchildren, I swear. I have little grandchildren in the city.
To visit the city, you go over the bridge. Over the bridge.
But, Colonel, sir, there are guards on the bridge. You're many heroic men, but they don't like us Jews. I tried to cross this morning, but they wouldn't let me. They beat me.
Obviously, they didn't beat you enough.
His Honor, the Colonel, is very humorous. May God be good to his honor.
Yes, I have a sense of humor. Don't be frightened. I like Jews. I love the Jews. Cross yourself. Go on. Cross yourself.
With pleasure, Your Honor.
Now shout, long live free Ukraine.
Long live free Ukraine.
He's a patriot!
Your Honor,
Why were you going to Kiev?
to see my grandchildren. I swear it is an honest man.
I'll tell you what you are. You're a spy.
No, I swear to God I'm not.
Admit it, you're working against us.
But I've done nothing against you. Why should I? I'm just a tailor and I live in Slobotka with my wife.
His wife's here, his grandchildren there. His family's scattered all over the globe.
You just can't talk sense to him. Grab his...
What are you doing? I call on God!
Own up and confess.
Yes, I confess.
You're a spy.
Yes, I'm a spy.
Oh, well, if you're
No!
a spy...
No, I've nothing to confess. I couldn't stand the pain.
Oh, you haven't had enough. Again.
Kill me. Please kill me.
What were you doing behind our lines?
No, don't let them do it to me.
Are you a communist?
Yes, I'm a communist.
Every Jew in the world's a communist. So what are you? You're a red yid.
What do you want me to say? I'll say anything you want, only don't torture me. Devils! You devils! Curse you! I'm not a spy!
Hello, yes. Cavalry Division headquarters here.
Too bad.
Why didn't you hold him? Too easy a death. Pity.
Yeah, right you are. Colonel.
First Cavalry Division Commander, Colonel Bobertoon speaking. Yes, I see. Yes, good. Yes, I'll move off at once. Captain, order all 4 regiments to mount and move off immediately. The outskirts of the city are in our hands. Mount and disconnect the telephone. Bring my horse. Transform!
Good evening, sir. What, nobody here? Who is the officer on telephone duty?
His Highness Prince Novajiltsev.
And where is he?
I don't know, sir. He left about half an hour ago.
You said there'd be nobody here for half an hour.
Oh, it's all right, sir. I've been on the door all the time. Nobody's rung.
That's not the point, supposing somebody had run up. And at a time like this.
I'd have taken the message, sir.
You take down military telephone messages?
He left instructions. I was to take down all telephone calls until you arrived.
What's the matter with him? Is he ill or something?
No, sir. He left the palace.
He left the palace. You must be joking, Fyodor. Left the palace without handing over to another duty officer? Where did he go to? The madhouse?
I couldn't say, sir. All I know is that he took his razor, soap, and towel from the duty officer's room. I even gave him a newspaper, sir.
What newspaper?
Yes, today's newspaper, sir. He used it to wrap up his soap in.
Excuse me, Fyodor, but his sword is hanging over there.
Yes, sir. He left in civilian clothes.
Either I'm out of my mind or you are. Surely he left me a note or told you to give me a message.
He sent you his best regards, sir.
You may go, Fyodor.
Very good, sir. Might I venture a remark, sir?
Well, what is it?
I think that Prince Novajiltsev had some bad news, sir.
Bad news? What, from home?
No, sir, on the field telephone. It was then that he started to leave. He had a funny look on his face, sir.
I was not aware, Fyodor, that the facial expressions of His Highness's personal aide-de-camp was any concern of yours. That remark was uncalled for.
I beg your pardon.
Yes, I want 7223, please, and hurry. Hello? Is that Prince Novojoseph's flat? Yes, can I speak to him, please? No, he's not. I am in the palace. Wait a minute, Serioja. I recognize your voice. Serioja, that is you speaking. Hello? Serioja! Yes, Spy Ticino Detachment Headquarters, please. Come on, come on. Yes, give me the Chief of Staff, please. All right, all right. Give me the Deputy... Hello? Hello? Hello?